Hits.
Well, go on, Des.
What's going on, bro?
There, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Good to sit down with you.
Trust me, man.
Think everybody locked in. As I already said, you're watching Meet the Artists. I'm be83. I'm Despa. I'm here right now with Hitman.
Yeah.
Hitman, big MC from the Invasion camp.
Yeah, fam.
Like, how you doing?
Good, you know. Good, man. There.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We've known each other for a long
fam. I was real thinking about it on the way here,
time.
fam. MySpace days, like good 10 years ago, easy longer, fam. Jeez.
It's been a long time, man. Like, boom, MySpace, Oxygen Room times. How did you even get started? And this is the first question I ask people, but this has been like, this is one of those questions, where I'm like, I know a lot of stuff. So how did you get started?
You know what?
In the game of MC.
In the game of MC.
In the game of MC. How did you get started?
My brethren used to MC, innit?
Yeah.
Them times there, I was into grime music and that, but wasn't really feeling the MCing and stuff. So I bought decks.
Oh, what, you used to be a DJ?
Yeah, fam. I started as a DJ first, innit? Like,
okay.
had all the latest tunes and that, but I couldn't mix too well, fam. I'll tell you the honest truth. And when I'm on the set DJ and I'm hearing man MC, I felt kind of left out, like. So like I said, you know what? Let me try a look at MC thing. Like a couple of days after that set, I started writing bars.
Yeah.
And then obviously I started just practicing in my room and stuff. Started spitting. Started a little crew, Deep Dark them days. And obviously you had me in there, Mystery, J-Force, G1,
Yeah.
JP, and Kurt One, that was our DJ. But like we just used to do it in our bedrooms, do sets and stuff. And we started going in hard, like killing the sets regular, like. And obviously the confidence built up, like. Then we got a show on Passion FM.
Yeah.
So obviously then man was like, we felt like stars. Man was like,
Passion
man's
was
on
the big
Passion.
station,
that was
man.
a big station back in them days, you get me, like. So then from there I just carried on doing it, bro, like spitting, started doing the odd show bookings and that, like through the Passion FM. They used to have their little raves and that, doing the odd sets and that. Then I kind of stopped doing it, kind of like.
Why?
You know what? I went to college them days.
Okay.
I wanted to do a producing course, so I got into the producing side. But I still MC'd in that. But at them times there, we just like kind of like lost our show on Passion FM. Cause obviously the fans were saying, well, they liked our show, but we swore too much in it. Obviously management didn't like that.
Yeah.
Management saying, yo, you have to cut down the swearing. So obviously we kind of lost our show because we were just too raw for them. Omen as well. How can I forget Omen?
Yeah.
So obviously from there we lost our show, but we carried on doing MCing and stuff. Then I fell off it for a bit. Then my cousin started doing the Blood Brothers thing. So then obviously that's when we started to MC again. Like we never spat for like 2 years, bro.
I always thought it was you that went into that.
We never spat for like 2 years. So then obviously my cousin started doing this music thing and that kind of made me like, yeah, I want to do it again. So then we done that for ages, bro. Like good couple years, we was popping everywhere, but then it started to get a bit, the stigma around everything, like kind of, we had to slow it down kind of. Then I never done music for like at least a year or two. I was still making beats and writing, but then I never done music for a bit. And then like me and Mystery was talking about saying, yo, we need to start a little crew, bro, like some super crew from Rob. Just get everyone in the crew. I swear that these days we're saying, yo, everyone, Deep Dark, NODB, just one crew. Then it's mad, like a few days after that, Vader's text me. Saying, yo fam, I'm starting a little crew thing, Invasion.
Energies, man.
So I was like, yeah. So then from there I just started doing this Invasion thing kind of, like, and it was good for me because I never done music for a bit. And a lot of reason why I never done music.
What year was this?
This has got to be around, it started like, the Deep Dark thing was from around 2001 up to like 2004 and 5. Like even in that space, we was probably some of the first, me, Deadly, GT, Devilman, RD. We went on One Extra 2 times on Cameo show.
Yeah, I remember.
That was like, they didn't think they had Gimme Grime them days.
No,
that was this show, Pirate
Sessions.
Yeah. We done 2 shows on that. So then obviously like, we built up our name enough, cause a lot of DJs wouldn't play our music, only Mikey and a few others. So then from that, when we joined Invasion, like we still had our name kind of thing, cause we've already been out there doing it. Where a lot of people who was in Invasion then, they was like just starting to do their thing really then. So we was out, a song with Vader, me and Mystery was the only ones that was, and Daps and Tazzle at the time, were the only ones that have already been out and done it kind of thing. So like we joined this big massive crew, like And then from there, I just carried on spitting. Like Vader kind of brought me back into music, fam. Like I wasn't really thinking about music, to be fair. And obviously, he come with the Invasion proposition. I was like, yeah, I jumped on it.
So you were saying like a lot of the reasons why you didn't make music. Like you wouldn't say that. Sorry, I interrupted you. But what was what was it?
You know what it was, fam? It was just too political. Like when you're doing music and like they're trying to label it to other stuff, like you just have to come off it, bro. Man weren't it's like man was just on regular stuff. Man are on 6 o'clock news, 6:30 news. Man are like, yo, I'm in town, fam. My mum's phone saying, yo, you're on the major news. I'm saying, what for? Man saying for free, MCing on some DVD. So they're from there, bro. Like man really touch us, like kind of thing. Like man are like, oh, leave that over there. It's only Mikey who was the only one who was pushing us. Yeah. So when you've only got one DJ pushing your fam, you're like thinking, is this even worth it, bro? Like no one wants to play his stuff. So when Vader come along, it kind of helped me, fam, cause it's made me build my name again as an MC and an artist, you get me? So it's a good thing, man. It was a blessing, I'd say.
So what was it like? You talk about the DVDs, and I remember there's a period of time where it got very, very sticky.
Yeah, sticky.
Like, with the whole brothers and all that kind of stuff. Like, what was it that kind of...
It's just the realness of it, fam. Yeah. Like, people weren't doing that then. We were showing the realness of what is really going on, like, where we're living in it. Like, the music we was doing is what's out now. Like, people are, like, a lot of artists, like the PDC lot, people probably think they're new. Yeah. But they've been around for years, bro. Even Roadside G's, like, we was... know about these musics from like 2005. We knew about all these lot. So like when they tried to see a lot of when it's in, you know what it was, the fact that there was so much people from different cities linking up, and they didn't like that, bro. They were scared. Like they thought, you know what, we need to stop this now before it gets too powerful. So then that's what kind of stopped it, really. Like a lot of people that was around it still do music down to this day. But obviously they'd had to stop doing it under that kind of thing, like. Yeah, because remember the Blood Brothers name and there's the whole kind of... there's the everything with it. People heard that name, people wouldn't even play music in the dances, bro. Like they thought, bro, this is gonna cause a nextness. Like, I remember going to Northampton University to perform and heard the name. Like we're on the route there, bro. We've got there and they said they can't perform because of the name. They've heard the name. People knew who it was straight away, tried to lock off dance and like, we ain't even performed. We just got here. Yeah. It got on top, bro. Like, so obviously, just had to fall back from it for a bit. Cause obviously, man was a parent, got a child as well, so you can't really have that around you, kind of thing. Yeah. Do you think that was, being honest? Do you think that was the authorities and people being afraid of the name and the stigma and all that was attached to it? Because there is a lot of things where events will get shut down because of certain people and. The person's not really doing anything really, it's just because they've got something. Do you think like it was warranted for them to kind of say, we don't want you guys here? Or do you think it was overreacting? I think overreacted to a certain extent, because obviously it was just people doing what they like, trying to do this music thing. It weren't like we was doing anything bad. We was trying to do something positive with ourselves, you get me? So when they're trying to lock down something positive, then what you're thinking, innit? You're thinking, what are you supposed to do then, innit? Man are trying to do something good, and you're still jumping on our case, so like, you couldn't really win, to be fair. Yeah. It was mad, bro. When it first started, it was good. But then when the police and everyone started, you just thinking, you know what, this is a madness still. But we done what we done. I reckon we opened a lot of doors for people as well, because them days there, Birmingham was kind of, people didn't really look at it like that, musically. And when we done them DVDs, we had everyone outside of Birmingham watching us like, yeah, Birmingham's got talent then, cause these DVDs were popping. Look at the people you had on there. You had Deadly. These were when they was young, bro. Mayhem, they were shelling from then. I'm sure Deadly was about 15. Mayhem was about 13, and you 14. Had Miles, you had Fiasco. Like, they've been around for years. It ain't just the last 5 years where people will look at it and think, they don't look at the years before that, innit? There's like the wilderness. It started like a lot of the young... the wilderness I realised a lot of the musicians, fam, the fans what listen to us have only really locked in the last 3 to 5 years. So when people think I'm new, I'm saying, nah, bro, I've been MCing for like 10 years. Like, people think I'm young. I'm like, nah, I'm grown, man. You get me? Like, it's just what it was, but we never got that opportunity what we got now. Yeah, I mean, with the internet as well and all that kind of stuff. There weren't internets, bro. There weren't no P110s, and man had to do a DVD or film it on your phone kind of thing. Like, it was that raw, bro. But it's changed a lot, man. The internet has helped a lot.
Well, let's get some questions because we've got a lot of questions coming in at the moment. Big up Yaya Yami saying he's locked in.
Yeah, man, big up.
So the first question we've got asked is from Micah at M_Margs, and he asks, what happened to Mini Daps?
You know what?
And I want to know this.
This is know what I'm excited about. You see, with him, Des, when he started, he was young and people don't realise he's only like 17, 18 now. You get what I'm saying to you, fam? He was MCing then when he was like 15.
I didn't know that, you know.
He's only young, bruv. And it's only like he's only stopped MCing really for like a year and a half, really. He hasn't been gone for ages. He just got older, he grew out of it. And I think what it was at the time, it come too early for him. Because he was young and the fan base, when R.I.P. Deps, obviously when him and Deps was around, them two for youngers, I don't think there was much out that was getting views and fan base like they had.
And girls, man. I remember seeing Mini Daps' Twitter.
He's a dirty guy, bro. Girls. And
Like,
I think all that got on top of him.
Yeah.
Cause I speak to him every day, bro. I hollered him, like, yo, you're still invasion, you know, fam. Don't think it, wait. Like, he's like, nah, I'm gonna get back on it. I sent him a track the other day to work on.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put him on my new CD, so you're gonna expect to hear the odd stuff from him this year, I reckon, to be fair. I don't know if he'll get on it 100% straight away, but he's itching to get back on it. Cause I think he's watching the scene now. He's like, I was there.
There's still, you know, there's still a place for him, man.
Yeah,
There's definitely still a space for Mini Daps.
He's a top MC, bro. I always say to him, like, you could have went far, just get back on it, get that hunger back, and I think he'll make a name for himself again.
Okay, well, big up at M_Margs asking his question. Now you know what's going on with Mini Daps. At Jack Dunn 15 asks, what happened with Hitman, Chiller and Tornado?
You know what? Obviously, we're all cool now. It was just a disagreement kind of thing, innit? Like, obviously, things got said. Certain things happened kind of thing, but it was never a thing where I didn't get along with them, you get what I mean? I've knew them for a long time, bro. Obviously, just cross wires happened kind of thing, like, it's all behind the past now.
One of them kind of just miscommunication.
Yeah, might as well say that.
I hear that. If you're watching live right now, again, I'm going to say this, you can ask a question using the hashtag Meet the Artists, or you can tweet me at Despa Stay Fresh or at be83 Network. If you don't use the hashtag though, I'm not going to ask your question. Okay?
Don't forget that hashtag.
Make sure you use the hashtag at Meet the Artists. I'm going to get to one more question. I'm going to ask you some questions myself. At xadam13x asks, who's someone you looked up to in the music scene when you were growing up?
You know what? I'll tell you the honest truth, the Birmingham MCs. Like, when I grew up, no disrespect to the Londoners, because I listened to them, but it was later in my career, like. But I grew up on Ace One,
Wowzers,
Brasco, Vader, Power Hill Crew, Badness, you know, like, them are the people that inspired me, because obviously, when they're from your hometown and you see them MCing, I used to go and see them at raves, just see how they shut down raves, bro, like at Planet Ice. Man, like, yeah, man, I want to be like them kind of thing. Like, not want to be them, but that's what I'd like to be into. Like, I've always been into music all my life, but I never thought I'd be an MC, to be fair.
Yeah.
Come later in life, like, I didn't start till like 17, 18. And that's late to start. But obviously I started and I got out there quick. Within a year I was known.
And did you write your own bars from the get-go?
Yeah, always with my own bars, man. Always. I'm not one of them ghostwriter kind of things.
Like, through all the interviews I've done here, there's like a thread where like a few people would say like the first lyrics they ever spat were like, you know, somebody in drum and bass or somebody in this and that. They never didn't speak that.
Nah, man, I knew the style I wanted to be aggressive, like. Yeah. So from I knew I wanted to be aggressive. It weren't really hard to write bars. Yeah. Like, my first bars were kind of pants, bro. Like, I don't even remember. Your first bar was? Nah, bro. But the first lyric that I writ that stood out was I bang pricks, step back or take six. That was my big lyric. Like, boss, I done it on the Power tune. Yeah. That's when Power come out and we done a Brum Power. And that lyric there used to shut down.
Yeah, I remember that, you know.
You get me? We used to shut down with that lyric there, but it's just mad.
Was that on the Snowman version? Or was that on the original Power?
The original was on the original Power tune, like the Lethal B one.
Yeah.
Like, what we did, we heard the tune and we was like, bro, like, things don't go pow. So we done our own version. You get me? Like we was on some rebel stuff. Then trust me, like we was anti. If we heard a version we didn't like, we do a version.
Yeah.
And then obviously we done what did we do? Our biggest tune was we done a version of the unorthodox tune. Me and Omen. And I think that's the kind of tune that bossed us. Mikey was playing that a lot. That was the kind of our standout tune. Because them times we didn't have nothing like. We used to have MySpace, upload our tracks, get your views in. Like that was how you thought you was good in it. Like, so it's kind of mad still. It's a lot's changed, man.
I mean, talking about like what's changed. You mentioned about the DVDs.
Yeah.
You know, putting out the DVDs, and you know, and I know I'm gonna say I remember a lot in this interview, but like I remember we had, you know, what was the shop called again? Tempest.
Yeah.
We had Tempest. You know, there was a lot of record stores that would take, you know, would take stock around the country, etc. And I remember like hundreds of units of physical CDs getting sold in these shops. And I know Devilman sold clean over 1,000 CDs, bro. Maybe more just in Tempest alone in Birmingham. Now, have you seen the difference between then, where I know people were definitely buying music, to like now in terms of like, you know, sales and iTunes, all that kind of stuff? Do you think it's kind of hurt things, or do you have to find like new ways of making?
Yeah, I think there's new ways, fam. Cause I think you see the iTunes thing. I think that's sick. Cause if we knew about that ages ago, a lot of people would have been doing it. Cause you know, it's not really hard, bro. You know what the hardest bit is finishing your product. After that, it's just easy to upload. Like, you didn't realise them things before. You'd have to go to these record shops to get your outlets to put your CDs out, where now you don't have to. It's all from your home. You can do it literally. So if you can do it from your home, you're saving yourself going out to the shops and having to go to the shops to keep putting your CD in there. So I think it's, in a sense, it's better, but missing the shop sales as well.
Yeah.
I think if people had the shop sales like your Tempest still and your iTunes, it would be a lot better.
Yeah. Cause
people miss them days, the old shops, and like I found out there's a shop in Oasis that still do vinyl and CDs.
I got decent with them CDs.
And I was just shocked, bro, because coming from Birmingham, there was so much record shops growing up, and
there was
loads,
Tempest,
bro. There's not one.
What was that one on Dudley Road?
There was Summit, was it?
Yeah.
And there's not one now, bro. And you see the worst thing, people don't want to go in HMV no more and buy a CD.
Yeah.
They'd rather buy it online, innit? So
do you think it's made things? Because a lot of work used to have to get you know, done to create music and get it out to an audience and all sorts. Do you think it's made things like easier and more accessible, and maybe made people a bit lazier?
Yeah.
In with their music.
Yeah, I think it does, to be fair. Car, you see what it is. If you just sit back and think, you know what, I don't really have to put in a lot of work, as long as I put out a couple EPs now and then. That seems like work. People think I'm putting in work. I ain't really, bro. I put out one mix CD. That's the first mix CD as Hitman. Like, I've put out CDs before, but they've always been rap. Yeah. So I think I can up my level a bit, but with the iTunes there as well, I think it helps a lot, bro. Because when you see your sales yourself, and see yourself going up in the charts, and that you feel good about it. You feel like, I'm in the charts, bro. Like, I never thought I'd be doing this thing. So it kind of, it's a boost for you as well at the same time. So.
All right, I'm gonna get to a question. We've still got quite a few questions to get through. Again, if you're locked in, make sure you ask a question using the hashtag #MeetTheArtist, and we'll get to it. So let's go for at Yaya Yami, who asks, which young talented artists are you listening to from Brum? And also you do this a lot, so
yeah, man.
Who are you?
I feel the youths, man. From Brum, you know what? There's K1. I mean, not K1, K2. He's sick, man. M1, sick rapper as well. Obviously Tanner is Invasion. Traps.
Bro.
Traps is very sick. Like, his EP that's come out, I had that like two months ago.
I need to pick that up, because I listen to
I think, you know what, when he grows as an artist and gets more confidence, he's gonna be a big name from Brum.
I listened to an interview of his yesterday.
He's got his mind screwed on, man.
I liked what I heard, man.
I met him through Ash. We filmed him for Invasion TV, and I heard him. That was the first time I heard him. Like, yo, this kid has got something. Like, you just zone out and listen to him, because it's a different style he's spitting. But he's got bare styles, man. He's sick still. He's sick, man.
Anybody else over the traps?
Birmingham wise, Shaq. He's a sick rapper, you know.
Okay.
But I think he's kind of stopped doing it. He's sick. Birmingham wise. There's so much, man. There's so much.
I mean, you say you bought, you know, Tanner's Invasion now.
Yeah, and Izzy as well.
And I know JK was saying in his interview,
you put him in.
He put Tanner in.
Yeah, you know what it was, bro? The honest truth.
Izzy in.
It was like we had 3 MCs on the radar, innit?
Yeah.
Cause what it was, we were saying we didn't want no more MCs in there.
Yeah.
But then we went to one extra. I think it was the show with Hughes lot.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we just started talking about it, like, yo, we need some young blood in the team, fam. Like, we ain't got that with the young blood that inspire you to get, just be on your toes, kind of thing. You get me, like, to put the energy into you. I was saying, like, we needed some youngsters in there. So obviously we had Izzy and Tanner. So then I think Izzy must have done a Sir Spyro.
Yeah.
And shouted it. So next day I was texting Vader saying, nah, listen, we need to put him in Invasion, you know. So man, I started talking with everyone in Invasion. So yeah, put him in, put him in. Cause I think people are like kind of trying to poach him. I'm like a transfer specialist, fam.
I saw that meme, I was like,
I'm like Wenger, fam. When I see young talent, I'm saying, yeah, boom. All right, then say nothing.
Yeah.
Scoop it, bro. And I just like his energy, fam. And Tanner's sick. Like, we knew Tanner was sick anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
But you see with Tanner, he was more on the rap them times. Never really heard much grime. So then when he started doing the grime, I said, you know what? Cool, he's on the radar as well. But then Jay said he's gonna put him in. So like, I must know, woke up and seen Tanner. Everyone saying big up Tanner. Invasions. I'm like, what's going on? Held him up, man. I said, yeah, man. I don't mind having 2 youngers in the squad. You get me? Like, we've already got the elder heads there. Need to keep the energy there with the youth, man. So I'm all for it, fam.
I mean, it does seem to be something that you do, though.
Yeah.
Like,
fam.
I know you got an involvement. Was it prize fighter with Mikey?
Yeah.
You know,
I like it, fam. Like, it's how I met Deps. It's youths on the ends come to me saying, yo, there's a youth sick MC called Deps. I'm from the ends, fam. So if someone comes to me and tells me this, I want to hear who he is, because there's not much MCs in our area, like Borsaleve up to Moseley village. It's very rare. You have the olders, your graveyards and whatnot, but not youngsters. So I must have linked him. I phoned him, I've linked him, and he's come and linked me at the back of my mum's house in the back garden. And spat a bar, like he started spitting. I'm like, yo, this geezer's sick. But the first thing I seen of him was he spit your game. I think it was on Grime Blood. Yeah. And he peppered it, bro. And I started just like, yeah, man, he's sick. Then them times there, though, we had a little misunderstanding with Socks. So obviously I was going up. These times I found out about DC Studio. So I used to just go there every week, go with Deps. Then obviously he's linked up with Jay. And then he's done Who's the Boss 1. Cause even Who's the Boss 1, he didn't want to do it.
Why not?
I don't know, I think he just thought, oh, it's all long. Cause when I met Deps, music like that, he wasn't on it until when he got fully into it, he was on it. But early days, he just like messing about with it. He knew he was sick, but I don't think he actually knew how sick he was. So when he was going DCs and he was killing these sets, bro, killing them, man, I saying put him on Who's the Boss, and I've told him, I said, yo, you're on it. Saying, oh, I don't know. And he's saying that he's clashing someone older. So then obviously for the clash, we've got up there, enough man have gone there, fam. I watched the clash, I'm like, that day there, I knew he was going to be big. I just knew straight away after this clash, when this comes out, he's going to be massive. Because he's you clashing someone older than himself, and he howled his own, bro. Like, it was a sick clash. And then he just blew up. After that, he just went woof. We put him in Invasion, and he just went woof.
Yeah, he did.
Like,
he did.
woof. Man didn't even have to do nothing for him. He just done his own thing, fam.
Yeah, and people talked to him, man.
Talked to him straight away.
Really talked to him.
He was a fool. He's a grime kid, fam. He loved grime, fam.
I mean, obviously, you know, the passing of Deps, it for everybody involved. It's obviously a very sad thing. What, you know, out of him passing away, what have been the effects of that? Because I mean, I think I said this to Jay. I think, like the fans, it's like it's almost like his energy's with them. It's weird because I always see people adding me.
You know what it was, bro?
RP Deps.
I tell you the honest truth. just before Deps passed away, I lost my son, obviously. So when I heard about Deps as well, bro, I swear it broke me, car. That youth there, fam, like, when you used to be around him, his energy, like, it was a shock to man, like, it took time to sink in, bro. Like, I didn't believe it, like, until, like, obviously I knew it happened, but it's just his energy that he was around when he's around people, bro. He always give a good energy and a good vibe. Like, even when we used to do stuff, like, the stuff we wouldn't even do, and it's Deps who said, nah, come, let's do it. Like, the wardrobe, we weren't going to do that. I was in my house chilling, Deps phone saying, fam, wake up. We're going to do a wardrobe. I'm saying, why, fam? He goes, nah, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Come and grab me. We're going to do the wardrobe. And then, like, it's just stuff like that, bro. He's different, man. His energy was mad. So the fan base, what I've talked to him, when he passed, it's like they lost someone close to themselves. Because when you look at it, bro, they study someone for years, you know, watching their videos, study their lyrics, buy their CDs, buy their T-shirts. It's like they look up to them like that. So it feels like when he passed, they like lost a part of themselves as well, kind of thing, because he had a lot of fans.
Yeah, he did.
Not just old, young. He had a lot of young following. So it's kind of one of them, man. But it's good for him because his legacy will live on forever because of his fans. So it's a good thing, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, R.I.P. Deps, most
me,
definitely. Let's get to a couple questions. So, we got the people who've been asking questions so far. Fresh Midsco say, big up Hitman for repping the brand. So
don't know.
Hitman's got his hat on right now. Fresh Society, you can get that from Fresh Midsco. If you guys tweet me the link, I'll retweet that so everybody can see. What are your top 3 grime tracks of 2014? So last year, what are your top 3 grime tracks?
Top 3 grime tracks?
Yes, my brother.
Footsie, putting in work. That's my jam, man. Like, that tune, tough.
Yeah, Footsie's hard.
Top 4.
Top 3?
3.
What, your top 3 tunes of last year?
Stormzy, Not That Deep.
Yeah.
That tune surprised me because I knew about Stormzy for ages through rapping it.
I didn't, man.
I've knew about him for years, bro.
Blue,
like, from Ghetto Superstars, years back, he was young.
Yeah.
So when I heard about him again, I was thinking, is this the same Stormzy? When I heard him, I'm like, yo, he's sick. He buried that tune, like, to the point where man, I'm like, yo.
He fully buried that song.
Yo.
The way he attacks the beat is just sick,
it's
man.
Different. He's got a different energy when he spits. That tune there, and it's a hard one, you know.
You got one more space left, so you got to choose wisely. Choose wisely.
You know what? I like German Whip when it first come out.
True.
It was a banging tune, fam. Like, when I heard it, I was like, yeah, man. I knew it was gonna be big. The first time I heard it, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be big.
I heard it and it caught me. I
Straight
didn't think
away,
it was gonna be as
when
big
you
as
hear a
it
tune
got that big.
catches you in the first couple of
straight away, yeah.
You know it's gonna be big. That tune as well, I'd say.
Were you surprised? You know, were you surprised how big that song got? I know you said it was gonna be big.
You know what?
But
Nah.
were you surprised how big it got?
Kai, this what he done that very smart. That tune, yeah. Because you know what it is. The people who don't listen to grime, will hear that and think, yo, I'm in my German Whip.
Yeah.
I like this one, and that's how he got so much people got into the tune. I remember being out, bruv, and my dad saying, yo, that tune's everywhere. I'm saying, yo, when you hear grown people saying the tune's everywhere,
Yeah, you know it's
everywhere, fam.
Yeah.
And I had seen it blowing up and blowing up. Like, from when he had to do a next video, you knew it was gonna be a big tune. So I said, yeah, man, that tune's big.
So you've got, like, you know, you just mentioned about people kind of relating to a song with the German Whip and that kind of thing there. How do you approach your music making process, and do you think about, I know people make music from obviously where they live and whatever,
Yeah.
but sometimes you may need to be a bit more kind of like
I know
open
that
with your subject matter.
yeah.
Do you think about stuff like that?
I do at times, but then you know what? It depends what mood I'm in, the tracks I make. Like, sometimes I could be in an aggressive mood, like angry.
Seems like you're in an aggressive mood a lot.
Just make a mad angry tune, and then sometimes I could be in a mellow vibe, like number one.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just laid back.
Yeah.
Like, it depends the environment I'm in at the time as well. Cause when I done that track, I'm with Knox, it's a different environment to when you go to studio and you're with your brethren and your man them, and it like you're just on a gas thing. And it depends the tune that I get as well. Like if it's a hype track, then I'll do a hype track. You get me? Like if it's a mellow like kind of tune, try and mix it up kind of thing. I never actually know what kind of song I'm gonna be. It's just gonna have to be what mood I'm in. But the new stuff I'm making, it's different. Like it's more from an older perspective. Like I'm trying to come off all that gas, man. Obviously I can do that all day. Yeah. But I want people to see a different side of me musically. So trying to challenge myself on this next CD.
Are you gonna be a bit more kind of?
Yeah, it's gonna be
a bit more introspective, kind of looking at
stuff what I've been through more like in the last couple of years, and just the stuff what I've never like explained on a track usually to my fans. You get me? So I think they're gonna like this one. It's a different twist to King of the Town.
I know you've got, I know you've got a story that will you will touch people. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to.
You know what? That track's more or less done. You know.
Is it? I want to hear it, man. I want to hear it, bro.
I think that could be the biggest track I'm ever gonna do. To be fair, it's got that feeling to it. Well, I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to see, because it's always good to see an artist grow, and it's always good to see an artist know in themselves that they can push themselves more and kind of excel. So it's nice to hear that. And you mentioned Nux Brown.
Yeah, man.
Now, you know, Nux Brown's a producer from Birmingham, for anybody that doesn't know, who recently just done something with Mary J. Blige.
He's killing it, fam. Every time I speak to him, he's doing something different.
Yeah, I see some things, and he told me a couple of things that and I saw an article saying Jay-Z's asked a couple of beats from him, stuff like that. Now, you know, you mentioned about working with in the studio with your dogs, and it's just kind of like a hype thing, and then working with somebody like Nux as a producer,
professional,
and he's, you know, Nux Brown is a producer,
very professional. How he condones his work. You get me? Like,
did working with him in particular bring something more out of you? Was it him saying, you know, try this and try that?
That whole track, fam, I didn't like it. Yeah. Tell it on his tune. Because originally the track here, I had 3 people make the tune. Yeah. It was Felix, Morpheus and Nux who made a track. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Because I've got 2 versions of number 1. Okay. I've got that one what they made. Yeah. And then this one. Yeah. But like he made the track, but that wasn't actually the track. He's like, yo, this is just a rough guide. I'm gonna go into it and fix it up. So then like I vocaled the tune, and he done the little hook. I'm number 1, most underrated. And then I never heard nothing of the track for like, he said, give me a few weeks. Yeah. Sent me the new version.
He did that producer thing.
I'm like, oh my God, bruv. I phoned him like, what did you do? It's like, fam, I just made it more of a tune. I'm like, oh no, fam. And I didn't like the track, and then when I heard it, I was like, this is gonna be big, you know. People ain't gonna expect this from me. And like, I think I give it to Free to Play 1 week, and it popped, fam. Like before King of the Town even come, that was the tune that was getting spun like hard. Cause that tune I made 2 years ago. Cause King of the Town was made originally 2 years ago, bro.
I noticed it took a while to come out. You know?
Bro, it felt like it weren't ever gonna come out, fam. I tell you the honest truth. Like Mikey said to me, yo, Hits, it needs to come out, you know. And then I said, you know what?
It was like you were promoting it, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, it's coming out now.
The longest promoting CD ever in grime history, fam. 2 years promotion. Can't argue. So this is why when it come out, I didn't pre-order it, fam. Because I said, nah, man, it's been promoted long enough. 2 years. Yeah. If anyone wants to buy it, they buy it. Yeah. But I didn't expect nothing of it. And it's still raw charted 23. And I didn't pre-order it, so I was raw happy. Like, I was like, rare. So obviously I know if I can put my mind to it properly and promote it better the next time, I could do better than that. I'm trying to better myself. Like every time I put a CD out, I want it to be better than the last one I've done. Like King of the Town, that was just like my intro to the grime scene. Like boom, Hitman, take it in, aggression in your face. Just listen to me, and so obviously the next one now I've got to show a different side to my artist. You get me?
We're gonna talk about your follow-up CD, because before we got on camera we were talking about that, and there's things that I want people to know because I think they'll be really excited about the CD. Harry J. Thorpe asks, big up Hitman, when you dropped at Nas, let me read this question again. He was saying when you was at Nas Festival, it was a fucking hype. So are you planning on doing any festivals this year?
You know what? If you're watching festivals, holler me, cause I'm the shutdown specialist. Like that was the maddest festival I ever done in my life, bro.
I saw some footage of that, you know.
Bro, I was scared.
Why?
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Listen, man, I turned up, fam. I'm thinking it's gonna be a little thing.
Yeah.
So when I'm seeing 15,000 people, I'm like, bro, it's wrapped. The stadium's huge, bro. Like, and where we was only like a small proportion of the whole stadium. Cause that weren't the main stadium. The main stadium's huge.
Okay.
That was a 2-day event. I think they had like people like Chase and Status, P Money, the day before. Cause it's a big thing.
That
It's a
bit that you were
BMX.
at looked
Yeah,
big
it's
anyway.
a big thing. So when we've come there now, I've turned up late to the Invasion set. They're already emceeing. So obviously I've come on stage, but my set was with Mikey after. I weren't planning to touch Mike, fam. But I've come and seen the crowd. I'm like, nah. I just stepped on the stage and JK threw me the mic, literally threw it to me like, yo, Hitman, come here, fam. I dropped one bar, fam. Oh my God. And you know what is mad? Cause man are far out.
Yeah.
Everybody knew my lyrics, fam. I'm like, okay. Shut it down, bro. Shut it down to the point where I've come off stage, Subsy said one lyric after that, riot. About 200 people that jumped on. Remember, this is a little skateboard ramp, you know, fam.
Yeah.
That can't hold 200 people.
Yeah.
Rush the stage, mash up the place, fam. Mash up the place. But NAS Festival, that's probably the best show I've done. And Bigger Fish.
The
was a
Bigger
nice
Fish
show, man.
was good, man.
That was nice.
Bigger Fish was good. I mean, when you get that many people say your words back to you that
Scary,
you've
bro.
written, and how does that? Because
I
obviously
see people
don't
stop me
MC,
people stop me in my shops, like by the shops. Yo, Hitman,
Yeah.
boom, bang, freaking rare. I could be in town, fam. People are screaming out my lyrics. It's a good feeling. Because to know that someone actually sits down and pays attention to what you're saying, I think, yeah, man, this is the thing.
How did that feel on stage when it happened? Is it like an adrenaline rush?
Yeah,
'Cause
bro.
obviously, unless I start spitting, I'm never gonna get that
it's
feeling.
a
So it's nice
mad
to ask
rush,
people.
bro. Like, and then they're saying, yo, and the worst thing is you reload it and then you have to do it again.
Yeah.
But you don't always get the same reaction as the first.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
bro, I done it, and then I done the next bar,
You got it.
same again. I'm thinking, this ain't right. I don't even get reactions like this anywhere else, bro.
Yeah.
This is far out from my hometown. I'm not expecting them to know my lyrics, so it was a sick feeling, fam. And when you come off stage, people are like, yo, Hitman Invasion, where's everyone else? I'm thinking, yo, this is madness, bro. That is trust me, that festival there, you need to go there.
I'm gonna check that one.
It is a shut down.
Let's get to some more questions. And then if you've just popped in, or if you're new to it, you can ask me a question, ask Hitman a question at Despa Stay Fresh or at be83 Network, and you can ask a question using the hashtag #BeTheArtist. Make sure you use the hashtag, because if you don't use the hashtag, I'm not gonna ask you a question. So, I like this question. Out the Box Media said, salute to me, my work rate's impressive, thank you. And big up to Hitman Online, said, what helps you stay positive in the scene? That's a good question. What helps you stay positive? Because I know that music can get people down sometimes, the way things go.
You know, it's true still. But you know what, the honest truth, the youngers, fam, the raw, like, they keep you into it.
Yeah.
Because there'll be a stage where you think, oh, there's nothing really popping. The youngers are hungry, like their hunger, it makes you just want to just take pieces from their little energy and think, you know what, man need to do that kind of work rate they're on, you know, because they're on sets like 5 sets a week.
Yeah.
Bro, man, that's 1 set a month. Like they're on this practice hours thing hard.
Yeah.
So you see, because they're doing so much sets regular, when it comes to the big things, they're ready, fam.
They're sharp.
They're sharp.
Sharp, yeah. It's like, I know what you mean, because like back in the day when we first got going with all of this, and we were oxygen rooms, all the time sets
fam.
going all the time.
Every week there were sets.
Do you feel like it's certain kind of lost a little bit of that kind of
element still?
Element.
Even DC Studios, we missed that a bit, bro. Like,
oh yeah.
That was a good spot. It's open again now, but I don't know if it's as popping as like when it used to be. But
because it used to be, I used to feel like those people they go.
That was
every
a
weekend,
good
man,
feeling. Car, you could just go there, spit all your new bars that you've written, bro, like every weekend, and it was a good vibe. You got, because it's a mixture of MCs and then it's full with your fans.
Yeah.
Not very rare. It's like an intimate little rave if you look at it like that. Car, the fans are there as well.
Yeah.
As well as the MCs, so it's a sick little thing, man. They had going there. I think they definitely need to bring that back again.
Because I see a lot of MCs, and it seems like they're not doing their kind of training, practice hours kind of stuff.
They ain't, bro. Some people don't really get sets, really. They get the odd show, say they probably do a one extra show or something like that. That don't really, that's nothing.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of happy. We've got Invasion show and the Mikey show, because you can always go there every weekend.
Yeah, and shell.
Get sharp.
Shell done.
Get me, fam.
Big up of Mind of Grime. He's asking, he says, just want to know his thoughts on Mike Righteous' comments where he mentioned Birmingham taking over Grime.
Big up Mike Righteous, man.
So what do you think on that topic there?
I think people jumped on his case. 'Cause I think basically what he was just trying to say is that we've brought it back alive again. And it's not, people can't front and say we haven't, bruv, 'cause the last couple of years we've put in a lot of work where it kind of simmered down a bit. We've brought that hunger back in everywhere. Everyone who's in Grime, they look at Midland like, yo, their hunger is sick.
It's kind of like what you said
and it
about
rubs off on everyone else, fam. Like, everyone wants to be like, yeah, have that hunger there. I think what he was saying was kind of real, fam. That's why I rate him, because he speaks his mind. You get me? Like, I can't knock someone who speaks their mind. I'm the same. So I'm all for it. I'm from Birmingham. So
it's not a bad thing.
I don't really find it's a bad thing.
It's like what you said though, with the way you just compared it with the younger situation.
Yeah, fam.
Like, and I actually didn't look at it that way in terms of like,
It's
you
true.
know, energies being around, and people say, oh, I
You
need some
need
of that
it
energy
around
there.
you, fam.
True, man.
And that's the sad loss about Deps not being around here. He was our little buzz in the team. Like, him being around, bro, everyone would bounce off each other kind of thing, because his energy he was younger than us, innit? But he had a mature mind on his head. So like, when you're around the youngest, fam, I think it's a good thing, man. I think it's a good thing. That's why I'm glad so much of them are coming through.
Wiley said something similar to me as well. He said that's why he used to move around the country so much, finding a new energy and staying, you know, and obviously Wiley's been around for ages.
You have to keep that hunger, fam. If you're around somewhere that kind of dies down, your hunger's not going to be the same, is it?
Yeah.
You go somewhere, it's popping. You want to be hungry like that, innit? So, Mids has got that hunger.
Well, big up at Rampage NN8, who asks what young MCs are you rating at the moment, but I believe you've answered that question already, so we're going to move on to...
Birmingham, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to move on to... Actually, okay then. He's just said what young MCs are you rating, and somebody asked what Grime. So what young MCs are you rating in Grime, full stop?
Full stop.
Which is a good question.
Ones who are going to have a big say in it in a few years. Because obviously, people have to realise, fam, man ain't going to stay young forever.
Nah, no, man.
There needs to be some new dons. You get me? And a lot of olders don't want to bring through the youngest, fam.
Why do you think that is, bro?
They're taking their shine, innit? A lot of people don't look at it like that. But people, if you say you've got someone younger than you, fam, and he's getting more views than you, you're going to be upset, innit?
Yeah.
They ain't trying to bring that through, fam.
Yeah.
Only some ones will bring through the few, you get me? But younger wise, there's Ghostly.
Okay, I've heard that name.
Sick. I think he could be big still. Like, watch him when you get a chance, man. Kadal.
Yeah.
Mez. Izzy Gibbs. Rampage is sick as well. Novelist. Knew about Nov years ago, bruv. Like, not just now. 2 years ago. Like, when he weren't really on his MCing like that, like through Hanson.
Yeah.
We just knew about him from young. So I'm happy to see that he's doing well. I remember when he first started, bro, I didn't know about him. Like, he didn't say he was an MC. We just knew him and he was cool. So he's put in work still the last couple of years. Nuts. Snowy. There's so many young ones that are bad. Like, sick, fam.
What is it about yourself that's not scared of a younger MC coming through and taking your shine? Is it back to the thing about, you know, wanting to stay hungry with the young energy?
Fam. I don't really look at it like that as man taking our shines, because I think we've already made our names for ourselves, and like, our shines can never be taken. Like, that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
We need to bring through these youngers to make this. I think that's what makes Grime stay alive, fam. Because in 10 years' time, you're not gonna have no more us, man. In 10 years, nah, there won't be. Because man will be big old men.
Yeah.
You get me, fam? Like, so who's gonna MC then?
Yeah.
So that's how I just look at it, fam. And cause I'm a parent as well, I just look at it at that side, like, I wouldn't want my younger son doing something and not getting brought through. So I just look at it like, nah, man can't bad mind the youths, fam. If it's doing something good for them to keep them off the street, how can you hate it, fam? You get me? So I just love it, fam.
And as a parent, is that something that you're conscious as well? Like, you know, making
fam.
sure that...
That's why I'm trying to stop all the hype too much. Like, I've got the hype lyrics, but not how, if you realise, I don't spit like them boom bang too much.
Same.
I've got the aggression lyrics still now, but I've tried to come away from it, fam. 'Cause obviously, my son's at the age now where he listens to lyrics.
How old's your son?
9.
Okay.
So he knows about my tunes. I'm thinking, real. He really shouldn't be saying them lyrics, really. But he's a grime youth. He's been around it like from born. So I just look at it at that kind of side, fam. Like, certain youngers will actually listen to your lyrics and want to do that. I'm not trying to have that on my hands, you get me? So trying to just give them more positive than negative.
And I mean, is it something that you think, you know, music is not responsible for, but like you just said, you know, certain youths will listen to that, and you think it kind of, you know, the things that you put out there, that kind of energy that goes out there, do you think it adds to the things that go on?
At the same time, it doesn't, but it does. Yeah. Because everyone's got their own brain in it, like it's for them to do what they want to do. But I think if it's certain youths, fam, they hear music and naturally they switch. They're the ones like who might only have a case where only 2 of them actually are like that, into the music and switch and will do what the music says, and then the rest won't. But them 2 will make people think, right, it's actually making people change and do music. You get what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying.
So it's a madness, bruv. Like, people, there's music that ain't grime. You got Marilyn Manson and them people, bro.
I know.
That do mad, they're in some madness and
they
don't
get
even
flack, but they don't really get the flack. Like,
they got a slap on the wrist, bro. Look at Bobby Schmurder. Them man go down. You know what I'm saying, fam? It's deep, fam.
It's true.
It's deep, bro. Because there's people that say madness that has nothing to do with grime. They're rock people are mad. Look, they've got cult people dressed up in black clothes, fam.
Yeah, and we couldn't
do. Well,
they have events
grime
where people
and walk around in big leather boots, bro. Man, they shook, fam.
Yeah, and they have things where people are literally getting assaulted in their events,
bro.
mosh pits and all that kind of. They don't get
rocking up, and people don't look at that.
Yeah.
With grime, it's a negative thing. Obviously, it's English, innit?
Yeah.
That's what they don't like, fam. It's the fact that it's English, and we're talking about what we actually have gone through. It's too powerful for them to think like and touch it, innit? Like. And because we have such youths that take it in and follow us, that's another thing they don't like, innit? So I think grime's here forever now.
It is, man. I don't think it's going anywhere.
It's never gonna go, fam. It's like people said it died, but how can it die though? You get me?
No, it didn't.
It's not even like, you see even with German Whip, it's not even like that tune was changed to be a number one. Like, that's just grime, bro. He didn't change nothing. So that shows man can do grime and chart and get out there, you get me? Like, it don't have to be changed like before. Back in the day, grime artists used to do pop. Yeah. I can't lie and say they never had. They used to do pop tunes, bro. Not no more. You don't need to do it. Meridian Dan showed you. You don't need to do all that and dress up and be and like, you get what I'm saying?
He didn't get the award. Like, I wish that song would have won some awards.
It should have, fam. That's a breakthrough tune for grime.
It did.
Like, there wasn't one, like, Pow, I'd say that's the biggest tune after Pow.
Yeah.
Because Pow did open doors, but there wasn't a grime tune like that for years, bro. When German Whip dropped, I let that's gonna be big. And that opened doors again for grime where people was trying to block it. So it's a madness, Bob. It's a mad cycle. You get me? Like, it's popping now. It's really popping. Look at the thing, your face of 2015. Novelists and Stormzy. These are grime artists, fam. Yeah. So it shows that we are kicking down doors now, and people are taking it in seriously. You get me? Like, it's not very rare that a grime artist comes out of the blue and bosses and gets a mobile first year, bro.
You mentioned just now about grime having like a reach with the young people, the kids and stuff like that. And it's something that I'm gonna ask you this question because it's something that's on my mind. But the general election is 5 months away. It's in May. Are you going to vote? And
bro, I'll tell you the honest truth.
Do you have any kind of...
I don't really take in politics, fam. All my life, I've never voted, fam.
Yeah, I've never voted. I've been aware of things.
I've been aware of it.
But I've never voted.
But I just look at it, they're all the same. So which one are you really going to vote for? And they're all doing messed up business in the world. Yeah. They're all corrupt. So how can you vote for one over other when they're both doing the same thing? I've just looked at it like, damn, and he's like, all bent. I'm not trying to vote. Because it's not like my vote's going to count.
This is the thing though. I'm wondering, because we've got such a reach of people, like, I feel like, you know, there's a potential for us to be able to possibly make a change, you know, possibly make a change and be more aware of these kind of things, because there's things that happen around us, you know, and there's things that happen that affect us that we don't really have a say in.
Yeah.
But we do have
the powers,
you know, people watching and stuff. So I just wanted to know, you know, whether you've ever thought about voting or taking any interest in it.
Nah, man.
Do you think you might do, or is it still
Probably,
something that you might?
Probably as I get older.
Yeah.
Like when I come away from music and I look at things differently. But even though I'm in music, I always watch the news, always see what's going on, fam. But never enough for me to vote for myself. Probably when I'm not doing music at all and I'm just a parent, then I probably will vote.
You got your child to
You
think
get what I'm
about
saying?
that,
Like,
or, yeah.
right about now, I'm not really in the voting thing, fam.
All right, we're gonna get to some more questions. Mr. Cheese at Blue Cheese 2012.
Yes,
you know we've got a lot of questions coming as well. We've been talking. Would Hitman go on Lord of the Mics? He's got pure head top bars, and if he did, would he want to open any big duns in grime?
That's a good question still.
So
if I did, it probably be someone. It would have to be someone that I'd actually rate. You get me? I'm not really a fan of it. Obviously, I love clashing.
Yeah.
But me personally to do it, I don't think I've got the temperament to do it, fam. Like, that's just being honest.
Do you think it would get like too serious?
I think now clashing is too serious. It's too personal. It's too much mom, dad, nan.
Yeah.
Bro, them things there, I grew up beating up people for that. So to be in a clash and stand there and a man's in your face saying this and that, bro, I swear, I don't know, fam. I don't know if I could handle that pressure.
Yeah.
Not like I couldn't do it. I just don't want to put myself in that predicament, to be honest, Cause I don't know what I'd do.
Is there anybody that you think like you'd want to go for? Like, or is it, you know, it's just one of those things, whoever comes.
Well, if it was one of them ones, isn't it? Like, you know, the honest truth, I love the wardrobe thing. That's different because you're still making music, innit?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And if it was someone on stage, if someone cooked like head to head and you're on stage and a man's tried it and he is live on stage would be sick, but I don't know. Mikey always asks me, fam, always.
What would you go for?
Would you go? I'm saying, I don't know, fam, I don't know, man. I don't think that's me, like, in my direction right now.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I'm older, so I just want to build myself as an artist, you get me, and make music. Like, I've passed that stage. I wanted to do them clashing like 3-4 years ago, and people didn't want to pay no attention then. You get me? Like, it's not like I didn't. You can ask Mikey. I said I want to be on Lord of the Mic 1 when it first came out, when Socks was on it. People didn't really, because I weren't out there. Like, I was out there, but I wasn't really in people's faces like that. And it so from then I just thought, you know what, just allow it.
Do you think it's something that's not really
in the team.
gonna benefit you?
Not gonna benefit me, to be fair.
All right. So at GTO_AVFC, sorry, asks, who are your favorite producers in the scene? Who are your favorite producers? It's a good question.
It's a good question. Obviously, my brethren from way back, Mystery. I'm happy for him because he has had
Mystery's
that.
just...
Mystery's, people don't realise.
Getting us.
Just now, he's been around from 10 years ago.
Because when you said Mystery Deep, I was like, of course. Like,
that was my... Me and him, our first tune we ever made was Let Me Tell You About Deep Dark. And that was our first tune we ever made. I vocaled it, and then Mikey gave it to Titch. And Titch done his dub plate for Mikey on it. So obviously from them days when we was young, we was like, raw, man, I got Titch on, bro, man, there's man out now that ain't even got Titch on their tunes, fam. So from then, that was like, he's always had the talent, fam, but when he was young, he was hot. He was hot. I used to always say to him, bro, stay out, just do your music.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then the last time we come out, I said, listen, me and my brother sat down with him,
You just reminded me, I used to talk to Mystery back in the day, you just reminded me of something.
In and out, fam.
Yeah.
And me and my brother sat down and said, bro, you're too sick, man.
Yeah.
And he started, he's always everywhere, fam. I'm saying, bro, you are killing it.
Yeah.
So you get me, I can't forget Mystery, man, because he's come through. Mystery, Swifter, Preds, Morpheus, Birmingham Morpheus.
Yes.
Bad man. I don't think he gets as much recognition as he deserves.
He doesn't, man.
But you know what it is, fam? It's him as well. He's an outlaw for himself, man. He'll just start going on a bad one on Twitter one day.
Yeah.
That's his downfall, you get me? But he is one of the best producers I've ever worked with. Like, He made the whole of King of the Town originally, but obviously I kept back some tracks. But about 80% of the tracks on King of the Town Morpheus made.
Okay.
And then I've got one from Knox, one from Maswell.
Yeah.
Who else have I got one from? That's it, I think.
Okay.
I'll tell a Climax as well. One of Maswell's producers on Dude's Wing. I've got a tune from him on there as well. But yeah, them ones really. Felix.
You know what?
Bad man.
I'm waiting for Felix to get
Bad
his run.
man.
You know, because
Bad man,
everything
man.
I've heard from Felix in like the last year and a half has just been fire,
Pepper.
fire.
Fam. He's had tunes bangers for years as well.
Yeah, I know.
Him and Mystery, them man they've always been around and making tunes like for years. So hopefully them man will get their little shine this year, man.
All right, we've got DJ Big Mikey asking, why is King of the Town your first CD that changed, that you charge people for, considering the years under your belt?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
you
so
know
why
what?
is that-
Because
why
you know
is that
what?
the
I
first
felt
one
like
that you charged for?
I made my name as myself kind of thing. Like I was taking time to build myself as an artist when I first joined Invasion.
Yeah.
And over them years, I felt like I had a good fan base and following to put out King of the Town. Cause previously, people forget, if you ain't known, I put out the warm-up EP for free. That was like 8-track EP. I put Shutdown Raves EP. That was an 8-track EP as well. So I had tunes out there. Like them are the first 2 mix CDs I put out of myself, grime-wise. But I just felt like it was ready for me to sell a CD.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, like, you won't know until you try it, innit? So
And it's gone well for you?
it done well, fam. Like it done better than I thought, to be fair. Because obviously I was just worried about that. I never pre-ordered it, kind of thing. So I was like, I don't know, bro. So when I seen how much people showed love to it, cause it's kind of one of them ones, fam. You know what it is? That's the honest truth. Like, cause I'm a genuine person, a lot of people showed love to that CD. Like, and just thought, yeah, let me take this in. Like, it done well, man. Cameo's been pushing that for a while. Mikey, Free.
Big up Cameo.
Big up Cam,
You know,
man.
it's always...
Spiral, Spooky. Them like were pushing it from like a while. The tune with Discarder.
yeah.
I've been playing that tune for a
What's
bit.
his bar on that CD? On that tune? What is it?
Blow. He goes in. He took it old school.
There's a particular bit on there though. He's like, somebody goes, "Oh, you're just a dickhead." Now he says something on there that makes me laugh. Man.
Yeah.
What is it though?
I can't remember. I know the bit you're talking about.
Because we're playing that song and then just going, I just burst out laughing straight away.
When I sent him that tune age before he even clashed JK.
Yeah.
Like I met him at Deja, and I've always listened to Discarder from like Wild House days. You get me? And
Yeah.
and I felt he was, when I first heard him again, cause I used to always ask like, where's Discarder? Then he come out again. I was like, yo, he was sick. And when I done the tune with him, like, as soon as I done the track, I sold it to people. People were like, this tune's big, you know. That tune was getting spun for ages. Then the collaborations on that CD come well, cause this is what I'm saying. In that time of it not coming out for 2 years, I added tracks to it.
Okay. Yeah.
I wouldn't have had the track with Pressure and SP. I wouldn't have had the track with Malik and Opif. So it kind of helped, like putting it back when I put it out.
I mean, sometimes a lot of people don't realize, you know, that some albums, you know, some projects in music history take a long time to make.
They do, man.
You know, they waited until it was the.
I don't think a CD will ever take that long
the
for it
right
to
time.
make.
Hopefully,
I was ramping, to be fair. That CD was supposed to be out from time
Remember
back.
that was like your Twitter
And
handle name
and
for
you know
like
the worst
ages.
thing, yeah? That CD was done, you know.
That's what was it?
The studio I was using got robbed, fam. The geezer at the studio in his back garden decided to start inviting every Tom, Dick and Harry to the studio. Studio got leaked. So then I had no more tunes, but I just had the King of the Town. That's all I had, like.
Oh, what? So you never done the music?
No.
Oh, no.
Everything, every vocal gone, fam.
So you had to revocal
I had
it?
to re-vocal and start the whole CD.
Wow.
Cause
Do you think
originally,
that-
see that King of the Town anthem I've got with Teaser? I originally done the original version with one producer called Scamps from London. And that was my main track off it, kind of thing. So then when the CD, his studio got robbed from, I just thought, you know what? That's a joke thing.
Do you think that was
Kind of disheartened me.
even though that
But it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna say it's
Cause
good that the
the
studio got robbed,
level of tunes I was doing, it's kind of dead still. I tell you the honest truth, fam. Like, I've grew as an artist over the years.
So are you glad that one didn't come out then?
I'm glad it got robbed. I'm glad it got robbed, fam. It was a madness because my notepad got robbed the next day after, fam. Like, one geezer, my brethren, man, he left it in a shop, bro, and the man someone jacked my lyric book. So I had no lyrics.
Did you reckon there's somebody out there spitting Hitman lyrics right
Probably
now?
Still. But probably pants ones, pants bars, like the first ones.
Let's get this question from okay, next question, because that one, I'm not even going to ask that question. Okay, big up, I don't think he's asking the question, but big up Nags _786 is saying, respect Hitman, looking forward to another invasion, Cypher, make it happen. At Mazro says, save guys, Hitman, what do you think the biggest one-line bar ever is? The biggest one-line bar.
Ooh, dirty.
It isn't.
Bro, I seen him do a madness at Air
It is.
when I was younger.
Yeah.
And bro, I swear I was fighting people in that rave and I heard that lyric there, bro, is a shot down.
You know what? It's like, it's not even a line.
Yeah.
It's just a ooh.
But you know what?
done.
D-Double is a mad MC. You know when D-Double's gonna pepper when he starts all that doo-pa-doo, ooh. There's a difference when he does that ooh.
Yeah.
But when he does all that zoop-a-doo, it's pepper. Like that set is game over for anyone on that set, fam.
You just
like,
know it.
you know he's
You
in
just know it's time.
killer mode. Doubles are them man there, yeah, man. My favourite MC still.
Yeah.
When he first come out, bro, like I knew about Dance Crew ages ago. I used to get my cousins to record bare TDKs and come bro. Man had on set with Nasty Crew on Dizzy. Them man showed me about Dizzy early and Vader. And I got into them kind of thing, man. I was like, yeah, man. Them man, I got them shut down bars. 'Cause in Birmingham, we weren't writing lyrics like that. One-liners. We weren't.
Those guys had like the events.
They had
and all
millions
that
of
kind
one-liners.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
even that's just one big line. Like the Wiley one, it's Wiley and I'm getting him hyper.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Bro, that day can do a madness to a rave.
Yeah.
There's just bare people, like, we wasn't writing in that mode of one-liners. We were just writing bare bars in, like, yeah, let's get the aggression out, get the bars out. I was thinking of one-liners. Even to this day, I don't think I've ever written a proper one-liner like that.
Do you think, you know, because I remember just before dubstep came out, like the sound of Birmingham grime was very, very dark, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, you know,
it
was very dark sounding.
It was, man.
Like, you know, you had what's his name, Bowser, and a few other producers making some dark sounding music. Do you think, like, and you mentioned about being aggressive a few times, is it the Birmingham temperament that kind of?
I think it's just that's our mentality, and it like aggression. Like when we on mic, you know when a Brum MC or Midlands MC is on mic, we don't sound like anyone else. We've got that mad aggression. It's not just like me who does it. You got Deadly, Mayhems, Saf and them, man. They not aggressive, but they've got that persona. When they come on mic, man know it's someone from Brum straight away. Like the reaction you'll get is mad, cause it's not the accent you're used to hearing, innit?
Yeah.
It's different. When you hear someone's different accent shutting down, you're like, yeah, man, I like this. But there's so much MCs in Birmingham that shut down from, like.
I know, and there's a lot of come and gone as well, man. There's a lot of come and gone. Wait, let me get through these questions, because what I thought was actually some questions is a conversation between a few people. Wait. Okay. We got a question from Miss Bahaha or Mishba, who asks, do you feel since Depsman passing it opened a lot of doors for Invasion?
Yeah, it did still. It really did. Obviously, you know what it is? It's made people aware of us, and like we was already people knew who he was, but in a mad way, when he passed away, it opened up bigger like picture for us. Like only certain people was paying attention, but then you had the main celebrities who knew about Invasion, like your Rich 32s and that Chipmunk. So it kind of put eyes on us, kind of thing now, where we have to go in, kind of thing, bruv. Cause we've got a lot of people watching us just from that being around Deps and being the same team as him, kind of thing. So even that as well, he people won't realise, Deps, yeah, when he passed, a lot of young MCs, you see the ones that are around, was already around Deps. There was a lot of them was still around him, but it kind of, I think, he give them that mentality where you think, you know what, it doesn't matter about the age, you know, you can do it.
Yeah.
'Cause just a flood of young MCs just come out of nowhere, like, and they was hungry, like, it's like he opened doors for the youngest to say, yo, do your thing, man. 'Cause I watched it, I was like, yo, I remember when he was, then that spit, there wasn't much youngers around, you know.
No, there wasn't. There was a period of time when it didn't feel like there was any.
Was not,
there
I
wasn't
could name
much
like,
new
on one
energy
hand,
in grime.
There was Deps, there was Suspect.
Yeah.
There was Mini Daps, Jinx. These are the ones that was always around Deppy that I knew of. But then all of a sudden, woof, like everyone just got hungry.
It's like everybody just came out there.
Come out there, yards, like, yeah. We need to do it now, kind of thing as well. We need to push it for the youngers, man. Because Deps was the main runner, man. He was hungry.
Yeah, man. Big up Deps and his energy for real. Big up at Izzy Gibbs, man. Like Izzy talking about youngers. Why are you called Hitman, and what is the concept behind your new
You know
tape?
what? When I first got my name, yeah, I was just a mad you. Like I was saying, I was a lyrical assassin, innit? So I was like, yeah, Hitman.
You know what you just made me think? You know what you just made me think? Your name is the opposite to the most bait MC name that ever ever.
Oh, that's why I used to
what's the name? What's the
what?
Hitman and Sniper.
Oh yeah.
Sniper is the baitest MC name
Hitman.
ever.
I know. And you know what? I just looked at it like, yeah, man, I'm a lyrical assassin, brother. I want to take out, man. Like when I first got the name, if you see my early lyrics, yeah, every lyric was a said.
Yeah.
Every lyric would I be on sets. And I remember there was another Hitman out at the time when I was on Passion.
Oh, in Brum.
Yeah. And then I sent through on Passion affair. You get me? I was sending for bare people, bro. Like even low key crew, them days I just went on Passion one day, sent for them, cause it was a big madness. Like bare love for them now, but them days there, fam, man was doing bare clashing like in colleges, and obviously the name come Hitman, and I just thought, you know what, DJ. It was originally DJ Hitman, innit? Then obviously I thought Hitman, yeah, man, just gas it, lyrical assassin. I just ran with Hitman, innit? I tried to come with the hits now, though. 2015 hits.
Okay, so big up Izzy Gibbs asking that question. Now I know the origins behind your name, Sniper. Wait, so we've got wait, what you? Oh gosh. Hashtag the whole question. Big up at Nag786 again. It's gone. Will you be doing a collab with D2 Invasion on your new CD?
Yeah, that's normal. That's family, innit? It's family, man. I was supposed to have him on King of the Town originally, but obviously, like, I just was on a rush to get it out, fam. I weren't really waiting around, so I put it out. But I've got a track to do with him, him, and Villain. The track's more or less done. I just got to get D2's verse on there, so
yeah,
it'll be on my next CD.
All right. So we've got a question from, I'm trying to get through all these questions. A few more things I want to ask you, but Grim Sickers asks, are you and Nole working together?
Let's watch the space, innit?
You're not gonna give me the information.
Now, you know what this? Obviously, she said on an interview, innit, like,
yeah.
So I've hollered, I think Nole's sick. I've always rated her from way back. Like, she's one of the best female MCs out. Like, not just female, she's a sick MC. So obviously, like, I think Grim Sickers must have showed her something of mine.
Yeah,
Grim Sickers, yeah, man.
Right now,
Grim's
man.
cool, man. He showed her something of mine, and obviously she's like, yeah, man, Grim's been showing me some stuff. And then I said, yeah, I just slid it in, like, yo, can we get a tune done? She's like, yeah, man, send the tune. So I sent her something, he gave me, so I'm just waiting on that. Next CD is going to be Pepper still.
I'm going to get to that in a second.
It's
we're going to save that for the end. So anybody that's still locked in right now, make sure you keep it locked, because I'm going to ask Hits about his new CD that's about to come out soon this year. And is it this year?
Yeah.
Because I'm just adding things there that might not even be true.
Summer.
All right, cool. So at Random Dread, it asks, if you had to choose one producer to make a whole album for him, who would it be and why? And it can't be someone you've worked with before. I like that question. So producer.
If I could work with one producer,
that would do a whole album with you, and it can't be someone you've worked with before.
Nocturnal.
Okay. Oh, you mean
Yeah.
what was his
Big
MC name?
Seek.
There we go.
I've got
Cool.
something coming with him as well. He's produced something for Invasion.
Nocturnal has.
Yeah. That's gonna be Pepper still.
Nocturnal.
Yeah.
Like, and does it sound like?
Blood.
Oh God.
It is. It's.
Oh,
you know what?
God.
When I work with producers, I like to. When I'm working with people that I knew when I was
Back in a
coming
big
up,
way. Yeah.
it's like it inspires you, fam. Like they want to work with you. Like
Yeah, it is
when
it's a
man
good
like
thing, man.
see when the explicit holler at me and say, "Yo, you're a shellers," I'm like, "Raw."
It makes you know that you've done work.
Yeah.
Like it makes you feel like, you know what?
But you know,
These
at
are
the same
people
time,
looked up
I
to
knew
before.
at the way, like, sometimes I forget, but I forgot 2 years ago, but man was on Deja Vu every weekend.
Oh, yeah, I
not
remember
every
that.
week, every week, bro. Every
that.
Monday. There's MCs that don't even do that, bro. We was on like at least 5 times a month, fam. And I think that there kind of helped me build my name in London as well. Kind of show that, yo, he's hungry, you know. He's coming
Yeah.
London every week, and there's man that live around the corner that don't even want to go Deja Vu. But when I'm hearing man saying to me Deja Vu, I'm saying, oh my God, that's like historical
That's
to me,
history, yeah.
fam. Like probably to these youngers it probably ain't, but man saying Deja Vu, that's where it started, fam. So I was grabbing that chance to be on there every week.
Skying off on the roof.
Yeah, fam.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's good. I like to hear things like that because I find that, you know, when somebody reaches out to you that you used to
Yeah.
respect back in the day, it's like, it's a nice feeling.
It was mad, cause even how that come along, Leisha must have posted one of my old videos, fam. And Diesel seen it. Like, who's this? He's sick. Hollered me, linked up with Diesel. Diesel, yeah.
You just did the Diesel.
He's cool, fam.
Yeah,
That's
he
my
is.
people, fam.
Yeah, he's a good
He
guy,
showed love first. You see, like, with Invasion, when it burst, like, it was just the main ones. Like, obviously not the main ones, but people only really were talking your Socks, JK,
Yeah.
at that time. And Deps was starting to make his name.
Yeah.
So obviously when he seen that, he's like, yo, cause even Roachy asked me, you know the Invasion you're in, is that the Invasion with Socks? I'm saying, yeah. He's like, where are you, man? I've got a squad. Like, for when people actually didn't think I was in the same Invasion as Socks, it was mad, fam. People was like, oh, you Invasion alert? I'm saying, yeah.
Why did man think it was a different
I
thing?
don't
Just
know,
because of how
fam. You
many
know what
like
it is? 'Cause
sick
there's
MCs?
yeah, and they didn't know, there were so many.
Yeah.
To take in,
Yeah,
like,
it's
man,
true,
like,
there's a
yo,
lot
there were
of
so
big
many to
Invasion.
take in. So obviously I had to kind of make my name out there, like, build it myself as well. So it's a good thing, man.
All right. So we've got, we're coming up to the final few questions now. So, I'm on that fly-ish asks, big up you, bruv. He's gonna, question is, what are your favorite brands to wear?
Brands.
What are your favorite brands to
You know
wear?
what? I like to wear
Right,
people's stuff, what they're making, to be fair. I don't really like to spend money on brands no more, fam. Like, I done it all when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I'd rather push a local talent's clothing, like obviously you can see.
Who's that? Is that Fresh Mids as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fresh Mids, I just wear kind of mainly stuff that gets sent to me. Obviously I got clothes there as well, but I mainly wear like Fresh Mids, Blue Cheese, the stuff what's sent to me, any OTR as well, OTF I think it is called. That's mainly stuff that's sent to me now. Like I get sent stuff sent regular, so now I don't have to buy clothes from.
Yeah.
I've got that much stuff sent to me. Like I've always got something to wear whenever I'm doing something.
Yeah.
So don't need to buy clothes.
I need some clothes, you know, actually. Any brands that are watching, hate to just jump in there, but you know.
Yeah, man, line up Despa,
yeah,
man.
Light me up, man. Light me up. Nah, but I like that. I like that idea of supporting people because there is a lot of brands.
There is, fam. Only some of them are
nowadays.
good though, man. Some of them are just looks like they just jumped on it, kind of thing to get out there. But you see when they take like proper detail with that, they go in depth with the t-shirts and the hats and the designs. I like that, man. I like artistic stuff kind of thing.
All right. So we've got Hitman. How are you doing? Can we expect? This is from Hugh Howitt. I'm sure you lock in every week, bro. Big up you. It's got Hitman. How are you doing? Can we expect big things from Invasion Alert in 2015? One Love, Too Real.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, what have you guys got?
You know what?
What you guys got going?
We've got more or less an EP there, you know. We've got tracks there, man. But obviously with Invasion, the problem is getting everyone together at once. Man are all separate, scattered. You got a man in Leicester, got a man in be83.
Are you in Leicester?
Dash, C Dash.
Okay.
So obviously to get everyone together at once, the only time it really happens is like the one extras. If we could have studio the same day as one extra, it'd be great. But like we're working on something still. We're working on something like, I don't know when you're gonna see a mix CD, but you will see EPs this year. And like we're focusing, like we want to do a tour in it. End of the year.
Mentioned that,
yeah. We want to do a tour, man. Like invasion tour. Let's hit a couple cities. Cause we've got mad fan base in the different cities, and we actually feel we're at that stage now. By the end of the year, I'd say
with the right work,
yeah. If everyone's got a little solo project behind themselves, come to the end of the year, it'd be better. Cause obviously when you're performing tracks, if you've all got solo tracks to perform as well as team ones, it make the concert a lot better. You get what I'm saying? So hopefully that's, with God willing, end of the year, we want to be doing a tour, man.
Okay, and we've got Mikey Jarrell asks, what's your top 3 places, events you performed at?
Done Sidewinder,
Big.
Bristol, and I done Sidewinder, Peterborough. That was good still. NAS Festival, I want to be there this year still. NAS Festival, if you're watching, man, just shout, man. That's a sick thing. And probably Bigger Fish as well.
I like Bigger Fish.
I like Bigger Fish.
Fish has done a lot for people, man.
Yeah, man. I love Bigger Fish, man. Cause a lot of the people, the fans in that age, they were the people that listened to Invasion, you get what I mean?
It's true.
So, I love them kind of shows, man.
And final question, before we get on talking about your project, bro, because I really want to talk about your project, is from at GTO_AVFC again asks, what is your favourite ever grime instrumental? That's a tough one. Tough one.
I'd say Destruction.
Yeah.
Jammer, Louis Boy. Jammer.
Is Jammer in it?
Yeah, Jammer. There was so much versions of it. Jammer originally.
Yeah.
That's one of my favourite grime tunes ever.
Yeah.
And there's a next tune, I don't even know who made it. He just went dun, 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 dun. Blood, listen. You see what that tune is?
Everybody knows what Mikey's still watching.
Blood,
Mikey
that tune
might know
was
that tune.
a shellers. I don't know who ever made it.
Yeah.
That tune there, them 2 tunes I'd say.
Okay, all right. And Bruv, let's talk about your upcoming CD.
Yeah.
And have you got a name for it yet?
Yeah, No Rest for the Wicked.
No Rest for the Wicked.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about who's on there, what people can expect from this project, because it's sounding.
This project, yeah, could be the best body of work I've done.
I like that.
Because obviously, you know what it is, yeah. When I done King of the Town, that people don't realise I've done that a long time ago. So obviously, I've listened to them tunes a lot, daily, in it. So I know what I need to do to make this CD better than the last one, kind of thing. Because I think with the last CD, I didn't go in depth like I could have. Like you only hear it on number 1, probably, where you hear this track and go, okay, we could expect more from Hitman. But that's how I wanted that CD to be. Like the last tune when people were like, bro, he can do these kind of tunes. So now the next CD, No Rest for the Wicked, obviously, it's just going to be more like realistic music kind of thing, like from a grown perspective, like trying to come off that gas, like I said. Like this one's, I'm happy with, I'm excited for this CD, to be fair.
Who can we expect as production and artist features?
Production wise, I've got Climax. I've got one producer under my wing called Dre Minor. He made Deadly's R.I.P. tune to Depths.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. He's a serious. He made a tune with Rapid. I've got that tune with Rapid to come. I've got Prince Rapid on there. Roachy. It's gonna be on that tune. Villain. I've got Brotherhood on there. It's gonna be a big CD still. Obviously, hopefully the No-Lay feature. There's so much I wanna say, what I can't.
No, but
it's gonna be a big CD.
From what you told me already, bro, I'm excited,
and I've got a tune with Yassine.
Yeah.
And Reels.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay. What you hear that one still?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a big tune. Merlin made that. I got Merlin producer on there. Hopefully Maswell will have Maswell on this one. I wanna get some Swifters, man.
Holler him, bro.
That's the aim. I want to holler Swifter. I think he's one of my favourite producers from like baseline days, not just now. In fact, he did give me something to use, you know, but my laptop is dead. So I can't get the tune again. You get me like until it's fixed.
Let's get Swiffy to sing
Also,
the tune
Prince
back.
give me something to use as well.
Yeah.
So it's gonna. I'm trying to get a good feature stack on this one, man.
All right, bro. The last question that I usually ask everybody, because I want people to look at these interviews back and think, okay, this is where he said he was going to be. Yeah. Where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years? Where does Hitman see yourself? You know, that time.
You know, I want to be touring, like different. I don't just want to stay in England. Obviously, when I put out my last 2 projects, my warm up EP and Shutdown Raise EP, got mad love in Japan, fam. Like, I was blogging it up all over there. Obviously, I was talking to them. It was like, yo, you should come out here. Grime's mad in there. So I'd love to go Japan. Obviously, you see Logan and them not go there. Japan, I want to go the Croatias and all. Like, it just looks mad. I want to tour different cities.
You need to go Outlook Festival. Bro,
this is what I'm saying. These are the places I want to be going to. Like, I don't just want to be in England, fam. Like, there's people think that you only need to stay in your own country, man. Nah. Grind's big everywhere. So if you can travel and get known and heard in these different countries, you're only gonna make things better for yourself. You get what I mean? And I'd like to go in like deeper into the music, like probably have my own like label, pushing young talent.
I was gonna ask you this. So
I'd love to do that. To be fair, you know, like obviously I look at bigger picture of things. Obviously, I'm older than most MCs. I'm not going to be spitting like in the hobby in the next 5 years, probably. So I look at things where I say, you know what? I'll still be in the music scene that way. I'd still be irrelevant if I've got a label pushing someone that was hot. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? So I'd never really go from the scene. I'd still be around it.
Look at Busta Rhymes now. He's the guy behind OT Genesis with the Coco tune.
And he's bossing. He can do it, fam. I just want to be doing like them kind of things and clothing. I'm into clothing a lot. Like obviously when I dropped King of the Town, I tried to do it where I could use it as a clothing name as well, you get me? Like I got the t-shirts coming as well, the King of the Town and Queen of the Town. But I don't want to just do t-shirts, man. I want to take it serious, you get what I mean? Like do other stuff.
That's why I've slowed down with the beta stuff, because I'm taking time with
everyone does t-shirts and hats. It's just everyone does it now. Like when I first come out, I had the King of the Town stuff, but I didn't really push it out there like that. At the stage, like no one was really doing it. Like I give Mikey the odd couple, and the odd I wore a few myself, but everyone was doing it. So I thought, nah, I want to do it different. Like I want to come with something different than just t-shirts. Yeah. So you will see the t-shirts for me, but it won't be probably average t-shirts, man. I want to try and do something different, not just your plain tee with the logo kind of thing. So I want to go into the different sides of things, man.
Sounds like you're gonna go into the business element of it, and I like to hear that, because people need to know that music's music. You have to be creative, but you also have to think about your business as well. So I always like to hear that from artists.
And this year I'm gonna be on the production a lot, man. I'm getting back on it.
Okay.
I've made a couple tunes sneakily, you get me, but.
What, under your name or a different name?
Yeah, but you see that's what I'm saying.
You might want to do that.
Might change
and then
it and
sneaky tip.
You see it from. So if you hear a tune bossing this year, you know that it might be mine.
Yes. Brother, thank you for coming in. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah,
man. Thank you for everybody that's locked in to Meet the Artist Live. We've got a lot of people coming up soon as well, so make sure you follow me at Despa Stay Fresh, follow at Hitman Online, and follow at be83 Network to stay updated.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for locking in. I'll see you soon.
Peace.